Craig, what's your thoughts on the game and how it all played out?
Yeah, it's sort of a little bit topsy-turvy there at stages. I thought we'd done some of the things we haven't been doing so well the last couple of weeks. I thought we'd done them really well. Made it really hard on ourselves a couple of times, or 2 or 3 times we made an error, and then we give a penalty away on that next set. That put us under pressure. So we just need to be better there. But I thought our effort tonight was, a whole heap better than it was the last couple of weeks. I thought it was, a little bit like our first round efforts. So we've still got some guys there that are a bit underdone. They haven't done much in pre-season. They haven't sort of played, too many games. But like I say, I just thought our effort was a whole heap better, and it was a bit of it was a rule arm wrestle the second half. It was only 6-2 really, and when they scored that try, just before it went over the end goal. So, like I say, when you look at it like that, I think it was a much improved effort from our last 2 weeks. We still got some things to work on, but I think they took a bit of pride in playing at home tonight, and that was a pleasing thing.
What did you make of the attack in the second half? Did they just get caught in the arm wrestle a bit and in the sort of the toughness of it? Or
we were pretty disjointed, to be quite honest, in the second half with our attack. So we'll probably just need to have a look at that. And again, it's not that easy. Harry's sort of playing the 80 minutes, so he's probably a bit fatigued. But having like Jonah there, and Jonah's, I thought he had a tremendous game. He was one of our. I thought he was in our top 3. So, but again, just getting used to those combinations with Harry and with Munster and with Nick, and then even his right hand side, because last week he played on the left hand side. So, we probably expected to be a little bit disjointed with our attack, but I just thought. It was probably a little bit more disjointed than we'd hoped, I suppose. So, but as I said, our effort defensively sort of, we've managed to hang on to that lead, for the last, 25, 30 minutes of the second half.
Is there any, would you ever consider maybe Jonah partnering Hughesy, like in the halves, and maybe moving Munster to fullback, like just to keep Jonah in the side, because he, does offer you a bit there?
Yeah, we could do, but then you're leaving Nick out. And I thought, he's probably been.
But could you put him somewhere else? I mean, he can play.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, I don't know. We haven't really thought about that. We just sort of we'll have a look and see what happened tonight, and then go from there.
Craig, with the way the guys sort of showed that first half, put tries together, was that a good sign as well that you could get some points up and get things rolling again in attack?
Oh yeah, again, there's a lot of good signs, throughout the game, attack and defence. As I said, we just need to have a bit of a look at what worked and what probably didn't, and sit down with our key position players and sort of their ideas on what they thought happened out there. So, but I just thought we were a lot better, I suppose, concentrating on what was important, in those periods of the game, than we've probably been the last couple of weeks. So, again, that's another positive. But there's some things, as you're pointing out, as I'm saying, there's some things to improve without a doubt. But like I say, we can work on them if we've got our 17 players, working hard in those effort areas that are really important for us.
How did it feel for you out there, Christian? Did it feel like the team was sort of, I guess, more focused and showing more care than in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think the effort's it's been pretty good. I think the first month or so, but we play such a physically demanding game. Like the NRL's pretty intense, so it was good to see tonight that we took a bit of that stuff out of our game where we're just doing stupid shit like kick pressure penalties and just real stuff that really just cooks you and takes juice out of the tank. And tonight there were some areas where we gave some penalties away, but I thought, generally speaking, for the whole game, we were pretty good at, I suppose, building pressure and not leading it off, the Tigers. Got a bit scrappy in the second half, but I thought we did a good job tonight. And, if you give those penalties away and just takes all that juice out of you, it's really hard to work your way back into the game and attack cohesively because everyone's pretty cooked. So that was probably the most promising thing from tonight. We might have been a bit boring, but it was effective and it was back to the way we like playing footy.
Christian, did have the forwards been working on pinching the ball from the scrum, or how did you guys manage to pull that one off?
That was old school, wasn't it? Bronson Garlick, that was a huge play. He comes up with that play and then we get a penalty and we go downfield. That really changes momentum. So it was a sneaky little steal. You don't see them too often these days. So, it was very impressive.
And I saw you go, Lynch.
Oh, Craig, Cam Munster, was he ever close to not playing tonight? But he looked great out there tonight.
Yeah, it was really up to the medical staff, to be quite honest. We were obviously keen to get back in the side, especially with that result on Tuesday night and with Jerome. So again, we weren't 100% sure then that he'd be playing. We were far from that. It was probably 50-50, but he got through training okay yesterday. And and as I said, it was up to the medical staff. Obviously I was keen for him to play. The team was keen for him to play. He was keen to play, but we just had to make sure that we didn't want any more. Making that injury worse. But the medical staff thought it was a pretty safe bet. As long as he wore the the guard on it and got strapped up and so. Like I say, he was certainly in doubt, but and it was the medical team's decision, certainly not ours.
I think he was sick of doing fitness during the week.
How did you assess his performance overall?
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good. Obviously, scoring that try was a big play for us. There's a couple of little rusty moments here, I suppose, but because he didn't have a great pre-season, to be quite honest. He was injured a bit of it. So after coming back from the World Cup, and you come back late, I think we can, even expect, him to improve, with a few more games under his belt, and obviously working in the combinations with those players in those positions.
And Craig, is the captain allowed to challenge his own mistakes now, or is that going to be on?
Well, I wasn't going to do it, and then Harry said challenge it, so that's all I needed. Far out, I thought I was all right there.
So we had Harry telling you what to do now. All right?
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah, front rowers making decisions like that is not usually a good outcome.
I blame the renovations. If the big screen was working, I would have seen it. So.
Okay, thanks guys.
Thank you.